Now, we are tapping into the dark side. This is the Emperor Palpatine build, where we're just going to be using electric everything, except for one move. Actually, technically, two moves are not electric, but they're not really the primary subject of the video. So that being said, I'm going to talk about the build here. I'm going to show you guys what it is. I'm going to go over some things that you can change. Then you guys are going to see the gameplay and judge it for yourself. Now, the thing about this build, the electric build, I noticed it's more of a support side. So if you are queuing into, for instance, team elimination, you might not have that much success with the electric build because it doesn't dish out crazy heavy hitting damage like the fire build does, but it does really shine in team deathmatch, and which is pretty awesome because team deathmatch is going to be the comp side of the game when it does come to us. So that's where this build really shines, and really supporting your allies and stuff like that. But this is the build right here. Let's talk about it. All right, a little bit opposite from the fire build. Well, my first fire build. I have a different fire build coming, which I'm very excited about. But we got, of course, calling it the dark side. We got 249 crit, 1 domination, and 750 swiftness. Because if you pretty much get a crit off, you're gonna see some really big numbers, which is pretty nice. And like I said, can't wait to really do this with my fire build. All right, first move on the list is we got energy discharge, which I know is really weird. Nobody ever uses this move, but like I said, this build is very supportive. You're putting on the damage amplification, you're putting on the condensed lightning, because obviously you got to change it over to the lightning style, and then you're putting on the energy rampage, which gives it a 3 combo instead of a 2, and you inflict a total of 80% damage. Now the damage amplification is pretty nice because once you hit a target with this, that means all damage coming from your allies and yourself are going to be increased by 6%, and it stays the same for both PvE and PvP. Which is pretty nice. So for 9 seconds, yeah, you can hit some big numbers with this. I would go with agile cast because it's faster, but for some reason, something about the casting speeds in this game, the increase in casting speeds and the increase in sizes of things, like punishing strike, which we'll get to that in a second, they just don't work. They're for some reason they are like, I don't know if it's a visual bug, but it's just not working. And then the speed, like I said, is just not working. But if they fix that, then I'll mess around with this a little bit more. Next is going to be lightning vortex. This is always going to be pretty much in every single build you see. Maybe I might mess around with something else besides this, but that's another time. We're going to go with the paralyze because that's the goal here, is to trap our opponents to let them not be able to move. Then we're going with the wide angle. Now again, like I was saying, wide angle seems to be a little bit bugged for some reason on all of your attacks. It just doesn't seem to make it wider. It might be a visual bug and maybe it is actually wider, but for me it doesn't seem like it's 30% bigger, to be honest with you guys. You could go damage amplification again to get more damage out from yourself and your teammates, really playing that support role just in case you miss the energy discharge but you get the lightning vortex off. That's pretty nice. But if you end up getting the electrocution on the foes and they're paralyzed, that's really big. It's really, really nice. You got quick pace and you got sustain, which, to be honest with you, these are pretty nice, but if the wide angle is working, it's much better. Next is going to be squall. I got the agile cast on. Again, don't really know if it's working. If you're not going to go with the agile cast, I'd probably go with the quick prep just to get that cooldown a little bit lower, especially since you're going to get hit on the cooldown with changing it over to a lightning move, which is lightning whirlwind, which adds 10% on the cooldown, which, like I said, kind of sucks, but you do get the crit rate plus 30%, and the final strike grants electrocution, which means paralyzation, and it's not 4 seconds, it's only 2 seconds because that's how the PvP works. But that's really nice, that crit rate increase, and then you got the crit 249. Yeah, you're gonna hit some really big numbers here. Next is gonna be the reverse gravity, which I only have it at a 2, which is wide angle attack. Now this one I actually sometimes see it, like for instance bigger, but I don't know, the game's a liar. Rift acceleration is a really good one. Just things happen a little bit faster with it, which I think is super nice. But you're using this move mainly for the melee DPS specs, which are gonna jump at you real quick. So you got to use it kind of pre-preparation, like predict them a little bit and then boom, because that's what makes a really good sorceress, guys. The people that can predict really well, and that's what it's all about. Just trying to guess where your opponents are. You're playing a chess match when you're playing sorcerers. So roof acceleration, really nice. Wide angle attack, really nice. Quick prep, no, you don't need it. And then changing it, of course, to electric, because, you know, why not? Just why not? All right, talking about Seraphic Hail, we got Enlightenment. I recommend putting on Enlightenment because you're gonna get the increase in specialty meter, which is pretty nice, because once your freaking specialty meter goes up and you activate it, you pop it, which of course is this side. It's really good damage. It's really good damage, especially if you let it max out. And even if you're not going after this move, like, I don't really use this move a lot. I primarily use my blink, so I'm getting away, which allows me to be aggressive and then get out quite easier. And if you have Enlightenment on your Seraphic Hail, it's pretty nice because you're going to gain on your bar quite quickly. And then of course I got Additional Explosion. Now I see people mess with Evolved Hail a lot with this. I like the Additional Explosion, and the reason why I like this is because when the wave comes out, it goes out and then it kind of disappears for like a millisecond, so the enemies kind of think it's over, and then it explodes, which is super nice. It always catches them off guard, so that's one I like. And then Red Hail, changing over to fire, of course, which is always nice, having that extra little burn ticks and stuff like that. And then number 6, which is gonna be our crystal. All right, our crystal's really good for slight pressure, or trying to position your teammates or position the enemies in a certain way. If there's an enemy trying to run in a certain direction, you could throw the crystal in that direction to force them to go somewhere else, which can be really nice in setting up. Remember what I said, when you're playing sorcerers, you're playing a chess match, and that's what it's all about, is just trying to set up your moves. This is a big dick move. Now these last 3 moves, the crystal, lightning bolt, and the punishing strike, are your big dick moves. So if you hit your target with them, they're gonna feel it, which is pretty nice. So with the crystal, I got insight, so that way I could use it from a million miles away, because, you know, that's always nice. I got the final strike because obviously crit damage, you know what I'm saying, crit damage. You could go with enhanced strike. If you're not running 249 crit and you're running 249 domination, I recommend enhanced strike, because you're not looking at that crit damage anymore. You're looking at the normal increase in damage, which is super good too, and that works quite well. And then you go with Shockwave. Now I personally like Shockwave over Stabilized Crystals, because with Shockwave, the crystal is going to tick its 3 times, and it's going to cause damage all 3 times. Whereas with Stabilized Crystal, it only has 1 tick, but it's slower, and it has to wait for that to explode, so you can play around with it. Next is going to be Lightning Bolt. Now this one is one of your main moves, just like Punishing Strike, your last 2 main moves here. I went with the Paralyze because honestly, you know, if you could keep your your enemies in place, it's super nice, especially if you combo with the rest of the stuff that's on this list here. And then I went with Vital Point Hit, because of course the crit rate increase, getting that crit damage out there. Like I said, if you're going with domination over the crit, then go with Enhanced Strike, because it works just as well, and you're still going to see some really fat numbers. Then I went with Voltage Boost. Voltage Boost, it allows you to kind of like charge it up for a little bit, like a millisecond, and then you shoot it out, and then you're just holding there. You really feel like you're tapping into the dark side with this, because you're just holding that electrocution out there, and then before it goes away, you cause a giant explosion, which does insane amounts of damage, and it's super nice. Now sometimes you don't always get this off, and it could be a little difficult to get this off, so it's always good to combo it with your teammates, like you're gonna see in the gameplay. You're gonna see that I use this move when the enemies are kind of trapped, they're stuck, they're bundled up, and then I hit this move. And then finally, Punishing Strike, which is the big Pepe move. You got the Paralyze of freaking course. Now I would personally go with Wide Angle Attack on this if it worked, but it doesn't work. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. Wide Angle Attack doesn't work. It does not make it. You would think it would make it, because This build for Punishing Strike makes it go in a straight line. So technically it's supposed to be wider. It's not. It really isn't. So I went with Paralyzed, but once they fix that, I'm definitely going to go with the wide angle attack. We got the Unavoidable Fate. This is the one you're going to want to run. No it's, no buts, no coconuts. This is the one. The reason why is because it changes it into a single strike that goes straight line. And if they get hit by it, they're going to take maximum amounts of damage. It's not a charge up. It's not a build up. It's not nothing. This is just straight up boom. Now, if you're going with the domination over the crit, then you might want to go with the magic amplification, which is super nice. You're going to get a damage boost all the way around. But if you're going with the crit over the domination, then of course 160% crit damage. Just like my daughter's saying back there, where she's going rah. That's what your Punishing Strike is going to do to your opponents. Anyways, this is my current build. Try it out. If you enjoy it, then let me know in the comments below. If you're changing things up, maybe switching a little stuff, comment that below too. I might switch Seraphic Hail for maybe an Ice Shower to freeze my opponents to get my big PvP moves off a little easier. But, you know, all in all, still having a blast. And this is the Dark Side build, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now for the gameplay, because I need to stop talking, because I've been talking too much. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of close range shit. Finally, we're not facing a Bard. Emperor Palpatine builds. Ultra combo. Grapper Shadow under Berserker. It's a lot of close range shit. Alright. Alright, we're good. There's a snake in my boot. Comboed over here. They're trying to pull me. They had to combo me to get me. This build is so cool. They got me. This build is so cool. Oh! 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 Did I see a 42,000? Oh, baby, baby. Nate came in, but I fucking
Michael, yo, you gotta talk about Michael's damage room.
This build is fun. This build is really fun. I'm actually wait, my game. Okay, there we go. I'm actually really excited to do my Frost Mage build next. Oh my god, that's gonna be so annoying for them. Or could you cook it and then freeze it? I gotta figure that shit out now.
Oh man, I'm quitting, bro. I'm not playing. No. 2 tier 1 sorcerers?
They build like me. Like me, we're talking. Oh, she's running hell. She's running hell.
I was out, bro.
It's gonna be tough. Because the gunslingers just floating around and CCing on the sides. Both of the sorceresses are lit though. Should be dead here, should be dead here. I got hit by some kind of lightning shit. I got froze. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, they're ultra comboing me here. Okay. Keep pressing the wrong fucking button. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. Let me get the fucking thing off.
I died, yo. Saving this guy's life.
42! Ah, that was me! Yes! I really can't lose. I'm so happy about that. No, I'm coming. No. I'm being ultra comboed right now. I'm dead. Honestly, that's 2 Sorceress. Yes, 2 tier 1 Sorceress. Yeah, I'll take that. First yourself as striker. Alright.
It's like Lost Strike just comes out and then you involve Kobe up. Hey, you know what it is? Russia's jealous that we got Lost Strike because they've had it.
Oh, he's on me now. Oh, fuck. Okay. Nice. I got him before I died. That freaking move, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Got it. No.
Damn.
We went.
This
Yeah.
nigga crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
Absolute bulk is like.
You destroyed him.
That was a great play.
Jesus.
Crazy.
I'm telling you that just the CC that I have, like I said, I'm not doing a lot of damage, but the CC is just there. See that? My CC control saved your life.
Damn, Michael, you did die once.